Happy Friday. I am the worst and I didn't plan this as usual. So, clearly, because look at me. I have like food on my shirt from the baby. But I just wanted to chat, and I know you guys can watch this later when you're on. So most of my lives I feel like people actually end up watching later. And it's Friday night, so everyone's probably doing something fun. But I have been sick, so I've been home a lot this week. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to chat and check in with everyone. I might do a live tomorrow and actually plan it, but it's just so hard for me to know, like, am I gonna be in the mood to go live? Am I not gonna be in the mood? I would say, like, am I gonna be ready to go live? But I look like this anyway all the time. So, nope, I'm not putting on makeup just to go live, but here I am. So, it seems like I got a lot of comments on the last video with Emma about building in the Dominican Republic and the costs associated with building a house. So I'm super excited that you guys liked it and that it was interesting for you. And it seems like a topic that a lot of people liked. And that's cool because it's really interesting to me too. And she and I are gonna do a whole kind of like sit down video, and I'm trying to think if I want to do a live video or if I want to do a pre-recorded interview, but regardless, we'll figure it out. I know that's always like a question I ask, like, should we do it live? Should we do it sitting down? But she's gonna tell us all of the costs associated with the house that they built. So I'm excited for that. Let me see. Michael, I went to Squeeze yesterday and looks like it became a cafe shop. Was good. I enjoyed it anyway. Can you recommend the closest option in Santiago to Squeeze? Wait, so was it not, were there no smoothies anymore? So when I went, it was shut down, and I still have that video I haven't put up yet. The one in Villa Olga was closed, and I almost cried, legitimately. But from what I remember, oh yeah, I know. Okay, sorry. I know, it doesn't exist. I guess they opened another one, yeah. So sad. I was like, it was a great business. Like smoothies, healthy food. Nope. So that was sad to see. You know what I like? It's called Brunch Cafe, and it's kind of close. It's near, it's kind of hard to explain. I was gonna tell you a hotel, but it probably won't know it. It's kind of near La Serena, and it has coffee, smoothies, salads, brunch food, sandwiches. Really good. I liked it. Any place I recommend. I do insurance sales from home, so I need good Wi-Fi, but also a chill out. Definitely Brunch. I used to work remotely there. Super chill. So I would go there and work for a few hours. They close kind of early, I think at like 2 p.m. some days. But really chill vibe. Not a lot of people were in and out. Very small place, but if you can get a table and just kind of camp out. The Wi-Fi was always good. Really liked their salads. Really good like frappuccinos, smoothies, cappuccinos, stuff like that. I also really like Scory Cafe. It's I don't know why it's called that. Scory Cafe. That one's right near IKEA, and yeah, it's really good. It's by the owners. The owners of Square One own Scory. Same cafe food, bigger menu, pasta, dinner, stuff like that. They're open late, but I like working there. I also like working sometimes Square One, but Square One's kind of loud. Amici's good. I also like to work La Cafeteria on the campus of Pucamaima, right next to the gym. They have a really good, I don't know if it's open again yet because they closed down during the pandemic, but they have a really good setup. It's really cute. Smoothies, salads, same vibe as Squeezed, Wi-Fi. So I would work there as well. And then sometimes I would just go to Cafe Santo Domingo in front of Nacional, and I would just work there. Love Emma's story. She seems so humble. I know, she's so sweet. I was editing it. And I've talked to her and stuff, and she's super sweet, but it's different when you like see someone on video. Like we've been talking on Instagram for a while, and when I got to that part that she was talking about, just like really appreciating what she had in the States and loving DR and like appreciating the culture there and not really caring about the materialistic things. I was like, oh my gosh, she's so awesome. Because I kind of felt like that too. When I lived in Jarabacoa, I was just kind of like, I don't really care about like my house. I just like love the people and being around everyone. So she was super cool. And I have another video I'm gonna post this weekend probably. And that's just like driving around her town in Guaymate, and it's like a combo, legitimately. There's like nothing there, I guess, but it's just cool. It's just like a country life, I would say. And she's literally the only American in her town. So super cool. And she's only 22. I'm like, oh my gosh, I could not do that when I was 22, I don't think. Like, no. But super cool. So, hi, John. How are things in Australia? You're in Australia, right? I hope you're not in a like lockdown. Great. I guess I'm being loud. But yeah, Emma's great. And so she was telling me a little bit. I don't want to like give it all away on this because I want to save it kind of for the video with her. But she was telling me the costs associated with building your house. And you guys, if you watched my last video, it is a living room, kitchen, like open space. So I wouldn't say 2 rooms, but 1 big room, and then the bedroom, the bathroom. So really like a 1-bedroom house, but then they're going to expand it to a hallway and 1 or 2 other rooms. So they have that kind of like land set aside, and it was really cheap, like really, really cheap. I think they had a family friend help out with the plumbing for free and stuff, so that's always nice, but very much cheaper than you would expect, and probably cheaper than you would expect like for DR too. And then they're gonna build apartments above their house so that they can rent them out. So I was like, that's a great idea. Oh, you're on lockdown in Australia. I heard that. I kind of wish that we did it here, but it's like, I don't know. You know, people wouldn't do that here. Hi, Mills. Making my first appearance on your live. Thanks for all you do. Thank you, Valentina. I hope you're having an awesome Friday. I need to schedule these. I know I do. I say it every time, but I need to like set them up so more people can come. But maybe I'll do one tomorrow. Good night. Hello, Godofredo. Am I saying that right? But yeah, it's funny. You guys will see on the, excuse me, on the next video, just like the tour of the town that she lives in is like super authentic Dominican town. And Chris is funny. My husband, he was like, when I said like, oh, she lives in Guaymate, he was like, that's not a place. Like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, well, I'm sure she didn't make up a city. Like, surely she knows what city she lives in. And it's just such a small town that he hadn't even heard of it. So I'm like, okay. You usually don't hear that. Usually the expats are in like Santiago, Santo Domingo, Punta Cana, Las Terrenas, Cabarete, which, oh my gosh, I went to Cabarete in June, and I know I did a live there. It was like a long live. It was like an hour, and I was showing you the beach and the shops and the kind of like restaurants on the beach, and it was just like way different than what I remember. And of course, like, I'm not saying like expats can't live there, tourists can't go there, because like, hello, but it just felt way different from when we used to go there. And I was like, where are the Dominicans? But it's still super nice and fun. And I have so many videos to put up, guys. It's just crazy. And I didn't want to put like everything up at once and like overwhelm people. But I have like a tour of Cabarete and Sosua and more videos from Punta Cana, because if you guys missed that, I did a couple lives while we were at the resort, but that was my first time at a resort like that in Punta Cana. I've been to a resort in Las Terrenas and Puerto Plata and stuff like that, but not one where like everyone goes. And when I tell people like, oh, I lived in DR, they're like, oh yeah, I've been to Punta Cana. I'm like, okay. And it was cool to see like just a different side of it. And like the city just seems like another city, and then you go on the resort and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't even feel like I'm in DR right now. So I have more videos from there too, just like driving tours and stuff. Hopefully that's interesting for you guys. I really like them because like, I don't know, I feel like tours of like someone, you know, filming the streets and stuff is just such a good way to get a sense of the area more so than me like sitting down and explaining it. Showing you is obviously, or I'm so visual, but I feel like showing you is the best way for you to get a really good feel for different areas. And there's so many similarities between places to choose from in DR, but then there's so many differences too. Hello, how are you? So anyway, having a shot for me, oh my gosh, have fun. Bless up to you too. Yeah, if you're having a shot here, I just had chicken tenders. That was my cheat meal. I was gonna say something. I don't know. If you guys aren't subbed to me, if you can take a second to hit subscribe, that would be amazing. I know now I sound like I'm doing a recorded video, but give me a thumbs up on this, commenting, liking, sharing, all of that helps me so much. So I really do appreciate it. It's like, sometimes it's so hard to grow when I only talk, like I try to keep it like specific to DR stuff, because I know that's why most people follow me. Sometimes I try to throw in other videos too, just like about lifestyle or motherhood or my life, but it does like make a limited audience, which is totally fine because that's what I like doing. But the more you guys share and like and comment, the better. So I really, thank you, John, I appreciate it. And it seems so stupid. You're like, why would a thumbs up like matter, right? Because I'll be scrolling and I'm like not giving a thumbs up to all the things I watch, but it really does. YouTube's wild. It's like every single interaction is good and like pushes your video more. So like if you like share it on Facebook, share it on WhatsApp, anything like that, that's like so good. Even if people leave a bad comment or a thumbs down, that's good too. Even though it hurts a little bit, it's still good engagement and interaction. So all of that I really, really appreciate. And I appreciate all of your interaction. Best gym recommendations in Santiago. Anywhere I can get agua de coco. Yeah, so you can go to downtown if you want like an authentic one. You can go downtown. That's why I call it downtown center of the city, right near the monument. And there's a bus stop there called, it's like Parqueo Los, I always say it wrong, it looks like Las Chachas, but I'm probably saying it wrong. I can't even remember. I can like see it in my head. And right around the corner is, right kind of near the McDonald's down there, is a guy, and he has a coconut stand. So you can get like fresh coconut water there. My favorite gym, the one on Pucamaima campus is the best gym. Like it is equivalent to, hi Blue, it's equivalent to, I'm trying to think of a nice gym here. Not like Equinox is the gym I went to when I lived in New York City because I'm insane. But it's a very nice gym. It has like, it's like an upscale gym. It has the really nice locker rooms and showers and blow dryers and all the nice machines, and it's like fancy gym. And it has like that cafe that I was talking about attached to it. That one is expensive though. So they have like kids camps and stuff like that. But the gym that I went to was just Metropolitan. Does that sound familiar? I think that's what it's called. Why is my memory so bad tonight? And it's right above like the shopping center in Los Jardines. I really liked that one. That one was equivalent to like a Gold's Gym. It was big and it had like lots of machines and good classes. If you did the membership with classes, they also have like Pilates there and stuff. I didn't pay for that though. So I really like that gym. Feels like a gym from the States. And then they have lower level gyms, like more basic gyms. They have Zumba places, but Metropolitan Fitness, I think it's a good one. And it's a good location too. Random question for you, because you mentioned remote work. I want to move to DR and I just landed a remote job in the States. Oh no. How do I hide or mask my location? Have you ever had an issue being there? I have. Hello, Marie. Yeah, so I was freelancing in the States. In DR. Well, I was freelancing in the States and then I moved to DR. And I told some of my clients that I knew would be fine with it. And then other of my clients, I didn't tell them. Hi, Victoria. And I was like really nervous about it. So some of them I kind of eased into it and it was like, oh, I'm between the States and DR. Kind of making it sound like I went back and forth a lot more than I did because I was just nervous and I didn't want them to like fire me. But one time, my client, I think I did tell him. I think I was like, I'm back and forth a lot. And then he saw like people get an alert of like different areas you log in. And he was like, oh, are you in DR? And I said, yeah. But most of my clients were fine with it. And then any other clients that I got after I lived there, I was just like, oh, I live here. And they didn't really care. Some of the jobs that I would apply for were like, hi Jade. Some of the jobs were like, you need to live in the States. And I would talk to them and be like, I'm from the States. Usually they do it for just like qualification purposes, but sometimes tax purposes too and stuff. So, and I would get all my mail there still. You can get a VPN